Thanks for joining us. I'm Kim Christensen.
I'm Tom Green. Tonight, Ticketmaster is once again facing backlash. This time, fans say their tickets are disappearing.
We learned about this after a woman in Denver reached out to our Steve on Your Side team. 9 News reporter Ria Jha is here, and Ria, you spoke with that woman.
Yeah, and the woman I spoke with said that she had tickets booked next week, leaving little time to figure out if she was going to the concert or if she'd get her money back.
So Mark and I are celebrating our 30th wedding anniversary.
You only get to celebrate something like this once.
We originally got married in Vegas, and we saw that the Eagles were playing at the Sphere, and we were just like, it's a once in a lifetime event happening there, and we really, really wanted to be there. And so I decided that I would surprise them with tickets for our anniversary.
It's once in a lifetime.
Their music just means just so much to us.
Annette Barsick and her husband went all out.
We saw that Garth Brooks was also going to be there around the same time that the Eagles were playing. And I was just like, it's a once in a lifetime trip. Let's do it.
Thousands of dollars and a whole summer of waiting. With the big trip 1 week away, something went wrong.
So Thursday I wake up to really strange emails from Ticketmaster.
15 emails.
Your ticket to transfer to Jack is on the way. Your ticket has been canceled. A really strange one that's in another language.
Their concert tickets were on their way to Amsterdam.
I was devastated. I was nauseous. I just couldn't believe it.
Annette called Ticketmaster immediately, only to find out she wasn't alone.
He said he had like thousands of calls similar to mine within the last 2 weeks, and it was not unusual.
The representative told her that scammers were hacking into people's emails and they would get their tickets back in 10 to 48 hours.
This is the fourth day to put us through the stress of not knowing that if we're going to be able to attend or not, or what they're going to do to make this right.
In a statement to 9 News, Ticketmaster said they are constantly investing in new security enhancements to safeguard fans.
But they're allowing this to happen, and they know that this is happening, and they're not doing anything to make the security better.
Annette doesn't want a refund. She wants the experience.
We had our heart set on this wonderful weekend.
To be once in a lifetime.
And I just want my tickets back.
I reached out to Ticketmaster. They say the majority of these cases are due to security issues, so they ask people to make sure they have unique passwords for all their accounts to keep them from getting hacked. Minutes after I provided Ticketmaster with all of Annette's ticket details, their tickets were recovered, so it was a happy anniversary after all. Ria Jha, 9 News.
South Metro Fire says an early morning house fire in Centennial was caused by a fire pit that had not been completely extinguished. Those kinds of fires aren't allowed right now because Arapahoe County is under Stage 1 fire restrictions. South Metro Fire says it destroyed the home on South Kirk Street off of East Smoky Hill Road. Everyone who was inside made it out safely, but there are 2 cats still missing. Investigators say the fire pit was left unattended on a wood deck before it spread to the home.
Kathy, we've been watching the weather everywhere else.
Yeah.
It's really interesting tonight.
It is interesting.
A beautiful day here and great for Broncos fans or anybody that wanted to get out and about on a Sunday.
Yeah, it's unusually great though, Kim, for October. Warm, dry, elevated fire danger. They're dealing with record heat in the southwest. We're dealing with a very dangerous hurricane in the Gulf. And then, of course, in the northeast and in and around Pittsburgh, they're dealing with severe weather tonight. While back here in Colorado, fair skies, temperatures this hour in the 50s and 60s, light winds out of the south. Really just a beautiful day and a beautiful evening. But you might notice a little haze out there tonight and again tomorrow. This is smoke coming in from wildfires burning north and west of Colorado. We will have elevated fire danger as this warm, dry weather trend continues, but our air quality is just not going to be great for the next couple of days, even with abundant sunshine and not a lot of rain or snow in the forecast. This is going to be some pretty bad air that will get scoured out with the wind shift after about 24 hours, and very little in the way of cloud cover coming to Colorado. So all eyes on the Gulf with Milton, a Category 1 hurricane that is taking aim at the west coast of Florida, still recovering from Helene. Temperatures overnight will be very mild and comfortable. I'll have the weather you'll wake up to coming up.
Thank you, Kathy. CPW says they're investigating the state's first bear attack of the year. It was on Thursday night that wildlife officers say a black bear and 3 cubs got inside of a home in Lake City through a cracked sliding glass door. CPW says a 74-year-old man grabbed a chair and tried to guide the bears out the door. But the adult bear charged him and knocked him into a wall and then clawed at him. He suffered wounds to his head, neck, arms, abdomen, shoulder, and calf before he then escaped to a bedroom. A responding deputy chased the bears out. Wildlife officers say they found those 4 bears near the man's house and killed them. CPW says the man did suffer significant injuries but refused to be taken to a hospital. Immigrant workers are some of the most vulnerable when it comes to work exploitation and even theft.
And as 9 News reporter Angeline McCall shows us, a nonprofit in Edgewater recently created a cleaning cooperative that they hope offers more protection.
After arriving in the United States, she began working to get ahead for herself and her family.
Acá en Estados Unidos me he dedicado a la limpieza de casas, limpiezas residenciales.
Daisy Berbesi arrived 2 years ago from Venezuela and didn't imagine people would take advantage of her hard work.
Se siente bien deprimente y con la injusticia, ya que yo como inmigrante doy siempre lo mejor de mí.
To fight the wage exploitation she faced, she's one of the original members of a cleaning cooperative here, part of organization Edgewater Collective.
La esperanza es que ellos puedan lograr crear ingresos justos y que puedan tener control de su vida, de sus derechos.
Maria Martinez is the program director. She heard the stories firsthand, most often that companies or a middleman would take the majority of their profits.
No había transparencia, no había esa justicia, ¿no? Ese respeto, esa humanidad con las personas que están trabajando.
The cooperative has 6 active members who all have a chance to negotiate directly for their services.
A ellos ha sido una experiencia extraordinaria, ya que están viendo los beneficios de poder ser dueños de sus propios negocios, de saber directamente cuánto se les está pagando por un servicio.
All of the members have their own stories. When Daisy learned how underpaid she was, she decided to do something about it.
Entonces, básicamente, nosotros también queremos impulsar a otros inmigrantes a que se puedan unir con nosotros.
Now she's in charge of her pay and her services due to a co-op that finally means she feels empowered.
Me siento orgullosa de que eso que estoy haciendo, lo estoy haciendo con amor y con cariño, y también es por mi familia, para darle una mejor calidad de vida a ellos.
Edgewater Cleaning Cooperative began earlier this summer after receiving numerous complaints of wage theft and unfair working conditions that many cleaners faced here in the Denver metro area. In the studio, Angeline McCall, 9 News.